Guess what? Subway archaeology was so popular that I'm gonna do it again. And we're gonna start by seeing if we can find a V bullet. The Blockiest said there's one right at the bottom of this elevator on the mezzanine.
And you know what that means. Does this elevator smell like pee?
Close the door. Close it. Oh, sorry. Close it. All right, that's okay. No points deducted or added. Okay, a little bit yellow in this elevator. The floor is dingy. Oh, it's got fluorescent lights instead of LED. I prefer LEDs, honestly. I don't like either of them, but LEDs preferred. I like it. One label works for mezzanine, the other one doesn't. This is like a 3-star, 3.5 because it actually doesn't smell bad. Let's see if we can find that V.
So we'll just pop out here and, oh, wow.
That was super easy. Good job, Blockiest. The V was only a bullet between 2001 and 2010.
During that time, it served all local daytime stops, interlining with the R between Forest Hills, 71st Ave, and Queens Plaza, then the E to 5th Avenue, 53rd Street in Manhattan, and finally the F following the 6th Avenue line to 2 Ave. That last one is why the V was designated orange. Then in 2010, the brown M became orange, stopped running to Brooklyn, and the V was absorbed into the M route we know today. Gone.
That makes this sign only between 15 and 24 years old.
But if you see a V train with a bullet on it, that's even older. That's because the MTA planned ahead and ordered roll signs with a V between 1985 and 1993. I encountered a V roll sign on this R42 at Jamaica Van Wyck 2 years ago. You see how excited I was to find it. This R42 train entered service before the MTA ordered V roll signs, so this is a replacement roll sign installed when this car was overhauled, which makes this particular V between 33 and 40 years old.
This sign is actually funny. It's right outside of it. You can see where the M was covered over, and then somebody tried to actually remove the M.
You can see where they started peeling it back and they encountered another black patch under the M.
They realized it wasn't there, and they said, whatever.
Finally, on to today's Omni Smack for Mahmoud Shahin. Thank you for your City Ticket Patreon sponsorship. Check out this right here, BD space F.
Next stop, Atlantic Avenue, Barclays again.
And we'll take the D train over the Manhattan Bridge, and here we are. We already went over the brown M route here at Atlantic Barclays in the last video, but I want you to see a different brown M sign here.
I want to show you the big main sign outside of Atlantic Avenue Barclays Center.
Because its history is especially hilarious to me. That blanked out bullet is a brown M. Since the Q is yellow on this sign and not orange, we know this sign was installed after 2001. And since the brown M stopped service here in 2010, we know it dates before that. And since it's exterior, we can date this sign using Google Street View. So let's drop our little guy right here, and we just need to scooch on over here into position with a good view of both of the front signs. This angle is from March 2024, so let's change it to the oldest available date, which is April of 2009. And there you go. The sign isn't there, but it's being installed. Unfortunately, the next available picture is from 2011, and the sign is there, but the M is missing. But because the M stopped service here in June 2010, that means they installed these exterior signs brand new in late 2009, then almost immediately had to remove the brown M from them in 2010, leaving this random gray circle in the middle of each one. Classy.
They even hit up the other end of the awning on Hanson Place. For anyone doubting that it was the M that was taken off of this one, there you go.
So this signage is almost exactly 16 years old. While we're here at Atlantic Barclays, you guys remember from the last video this blue sky post by JB Trainman, right? Well, I'm gonna find that strip map.
So I came here to Atlantic Avenue because this is a center platform for the 4 and 5. We're looking for 4 train, car number 7591.
I waited around about an hour with no luck, but I did see this.
Car number 7777 is pretty cool.
Also 1111.
Starting to think we might not find it.
But no luck on 7591.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue this tomorrow during rush hour when there's more trains in service.
So I came back about 3:40 p.m. the next day. Stayed on this hot platform until about 5 o'clock.
It is mad hot. on this platform.
And nothing.
All right, I'm gonna check one more. I don't think car 7591's in service anymore.
The whole point of this series is to find old signs you can still go see in the system. And I did not find this sign, which is a shame because there is a lot going on with this strip map. I mean, the Z was never bulleted as a diamond on any map, but it'll just have to wait for another day. But some of the roll signs I've seen in the past are still floating around the system. So here are a few fired bullets that, if you're lucky, you could spot on occasion. Let's start with the H that I saw here at Rockaway Park back in January of this year.
And there it is, just on the other side of the not in service shuttle. There's an H, just sitting there, taunting me.
This bullet is at least 40 years old, probably older. The blue H was first used in May of 1985, and it has always been used as a shuttle in the Rockaways. Between 1985 and 1993, the H train served both Far Rockaway and Rockaway Park as a shuttle to Euclid Avenue. But in 1993, the MTA cut back C service to terminate at Euclid Avenue, and the Rockaway Shuttle route we know today was born. But that's not the end of the story of H. In October 2012, Hurricane Sandy washed out the track between Broad Channel and Howard Beach and damaged tracks between Beach 90 and Rockaway Park. So the MTA brought back the H bullet to serve as a temporary shuttle between Far Rockaway and Beach 90 Street. Unfortunately, I could not find an official New York City Transit map that showed this temporary service. But then, on May 30th, 2013, full service was restored to the Rockaways and the H was retired for good. Or was it? Fun fact, New York City Transit still refers to the Rockaway Shuttle as the H in their official communications. So Rockaway's residents ride the H, even if the bullet says S. Not like this yellow S I spotted on a B train 2 years ago. This bullet is at least 27 years old, because the yellow S was only used for a whole 15 months between February 1998 and May 1999. While the IND 63rd Street line was under reconstruction, this Broadway line shuttle ran between 21st Street, Queensbridge, and 57th Street, 7th Avenue. It was eventually extended all the way to 34th Street, Herald Square. But of course, reconstruction was finished and the yellow S was lost to the depths of random roll signs on R68 and R68A rolling stock. And even more lost than the yellow S is the blue K on this R42 rolling stock I spotted at Hoyt-Skirmer-Horn Street. This R42 car was part of the retirement run for the R42 train back in 2020. So, the history. Before 1973, the KK train used to run between Jamaica and 57th Street, 6th Ave. But in 1973, the MTA updated the letter to simply K, and it continued this route until 1976, when the K was fired, gone. But wait, in 1985, the K was actually brought back as a replacement for the AA 8th Avenue line. Now it made stops between World Trade and 168th Street along the 8th Avenue local line. But that didn't last long either. December 11th, 1988, the K went away forever. But the question, is this roll sign from the first K or the second K? Let's compare it side by side with the 1973 bullet and the 1985 bullet, and we have our answer. This is a replacement roll sign installed on this R42 car in 1985. That means somewhere in this roll sign there is also a V. I would like to thank all of you for coming along with me on this second subway archaeological dig. If you know the location of any fired bullets that I haven't seen yet, drop a comment below. Maybe I'll be able to make a third video and feature your comments, you know, like a real YouTuber and stuff. In the meantime, please like the video and share it so the algorithm will love me back. Please love me, Algo. I love you.